Do a song for you now that I wrote. This is a song that I had out a few months back, and hope maybe you might enjoy this one. In everybody's life, there's a special person, a person that you love more than you love anybody else. This is a song about that special person in my life. It's called I Will Always Love You.
What is going down, world? Welcome to the 40s. I go by the name Black Pegasus, and I got a very special guest in the house today, the one and only
Queen Pegasus.
Hey, orale. How you doing, mama?
Good.
Poppy's back, you know what I'm saying? Let's get it. All right, you guys. I'm putting her in front, like, you're familiar with Dolly Parton.
Yeah.
What's the big song you know from Dolly?
Jolene.
That's it? Have you heard Coat of Many Colors?
No.
That's something I got to put you in front of.
I only know the working 9 to 5 because when I put one, I don't remember one of the songs that Alinea always wants me to play, and it comes up like right after every single time. So I've always just heard like the first 30 seconds of
of Dolly Parton working 9 to 5.
Yeah.
She has a video for that. We maybe check that out. But Coat of Many Colors, we have to.
Okay.
The reason I'm putting her in front of I Will Always Love You is because she's...
and we saw that one that she did with, what's his face?
Kenny Rogers. Islands in the Streams.
Yeah.
Yeah. Y'all could check that out on her. First time reaction for her. So I decided to put her in front of I Will Always Love You because she's only familiar with the Whitney Houston version.
Yeah, I had no idea she sang this.
Yeah, well, as you heard her say at the beginning, she actually wrote it.
Yeah, that's wild.
So it's just funny how music reemerges and rebirths. Like, this song lived in your... Because you like the Whitney Houston one, right?
Yeah, it was on my playlist when I delivered Alinea.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I had a whole playlist going.
That's crazy, but it's so intense during, it's like hard, everything fades to the background. That's awesome. So this song already carries a place in your heart, but you did not know she wrote it and sang it. So we're going to get to see this version. I just thought it would be cool to put her in front of this. So if you guys are here for it, like, share, comment, subscribe, and welcome back to the channel.
They tease him a lot, black peas on the spot. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. 40!
All right, I got the logo down. I pulled the video up. Don't forget to support the original content on the channel. Also, if you want to check out my other channel, Pegasus vs. the World. Over there, I do commentary. Over here, we do all the music and the music reactions. If you want access to these reactions early, there is a link in the description to our membership. It gives you early access. There's a big catalog of reactions that haven't been released to the public yet. And I update it every single day. There's no obligation. Don't trip on it because we will be releasing everything that's in the membership to the public eventually. So, I always put that out there because I get crazy comments. People are like, weird about all that stuff. But, I try to show love to everyone. Anyways, thank you for your support. Big shout out to all the members. Let's get into this. Make sure you're checking out Dolly Parton on her official social media sites, streamer music, all that good stuff. We want to support the original content creator. Even when we do reactions, it's not a substitute for the original. So, without further ado, here you go.
Let's go.
I'd like to do a song for you now that I wrote. This is a song that I had out a few months back, and hope maybe you might enjoy this one. In everybody's life, there's a special person, a person that you love more than you love anybody else. This is a song about that special person in my life. It's called I Will Always Love You. But I know I'll think of you each step of the way.
think, Mamacita?
I almost started crying.
It's okay.
Oh my gosh.
What are you feeling?
It just brings back memories.
Memories of baby girl, or
Yeah, because I put it on there because I know it's kind of like her saying like she'll always love like whoever she's like in love with, like saying goodbye, blah blah blah, whatever.
Yeah.
But I like associated that with saying like goodbye to the babies and then saying hello to Alinea.
Yeah.
It's like a middle chapter to the next chapter. That's why I wanted to play it during labor.
Yeah, and for you guys not familiar, when she says Alinea, that's the name of our daughter. And we talked about this. I forget which video. I think it was on our bread reaction to Everything I Own. We got really in depth about like our past with, we had 2 stillborns before we had our daughter Alinea. And it kind of traumatized my wife, and it kind of riddled our marriage. You know? It traumatized me too. I'm not trying to be like I'm above it. Maybe it traumatized me a little less, or maybe I encapsulated a little different. I think you just
encapsulate it different. It comes out.
Express it differently.
You express it differently. Yeah.
But it was definitely traumatizing. Yeah, actually. Anyways,
it still is traumatizing.
Yeah.
We kind of just have to like not brush it on the rug, but kind of not dumb down. It's really hard to explain.
If you've ever lost someone, the easiest way to explain it is you just learn to live with it.
Yeah.
It's like a progression. But when you really open that wound and look back into it, like they say, time heals all wounds, which is true for most wounds. But when you lose family, loved ones, like very close, I don't believe those wounds ever fully heal. And, it just, maybe I'm tripping. Maybe when we get really old, we'll be like, oh, but
yeah.
I just think some stuff.
I've just learned to handle that. Basically,
it's interesting hearing a song like this and relating it to something so deep, so loving, and dark at the same time.
Yeah.
But anyways, hey, I'm here for it. So we talked about how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
And obvious.
Oh, but her voice, like I don't think I've ever heard her voice like this. That is crazy.
Yeah.
It's so like effortless.
Oh, how she just spits it out?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's just like, doesn't even seem like she's trying, but it's really beautiful. And then I like that first few lyrics, it kind of sounded like it was going to be like a vibrating country tang type thing. But then it was just like, oh, wow. Because I feel like I've always associated her with country.
Yeah, she's a country singer. I would even say this has a country
a tiny bit.
To it.
Yeah. A tiny bit.
You know who I need to introduce you to? Loretta Lynn and Patsy Cline.
I mean, they sound familiar.
Have you heard You Ain't Woman Enough to Take My Man?
No, I don't think so.
Anyways. All right, let's stay focused. We on Dolly right now. All right,
Let's
Dolly
go.
Parton, I Will Always Love You.
You kind, and I hope that you have all that you ever dreamed of, and I wish you joy, and I wish you lots of happiness. Oh, but above all of this, I wish you love, and Thank you. Thank you so much. We'll be right back after this commercial. Thank you.
Okay. I feel like I might like her version a little better.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's wild.
You crying now?
Kind of. Well, I'm just.
Don't. You make me cry when you cry.
I'm not crying. I'm just. I have a tear because of what you said.
No, makes sense.
Yeah. In the end, in the last lyrics, I was just thinking about how Oh man.
What? See, it's hard to say.
Finish saying what you were saying about her voice and stuff, unless you're done.
No, I don't know. I like it just slightly better.
Nice.
Like, they're so different. They're different in their own ways.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Hers, I feel like it touched me a little more.
I feel like it touched me. So when you said what you said, I was just thinking about us losing kids and this being like a really good song to send them off with. And when I heard this version again right now, I connected with that concept of what you said more so than with Whitney Houston. I don't really listen to saying, oh, I'm not what you need and all that. I listen to it like, I'll always love you. Like,
Yeah.
like me and you,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like a marriage song, like, oh, I will always love you. But it's almost like saying goodbye to your true love and just letting them know you'll always have them in your heart, you know? And I was just thinking, for some reason, I don't respond to Whitney Houston's that way because of it has a different type of soulfulness, and it just makes me feel like, yo, I will always love you, like we're good type of thing. Mm-hmm. Versus this one, listening to it in this moment and then digesting the words even more after what you said, why you had it playing, it just reminded me of that. And the part that shakes my core, I think, is being a parent and wanting to see your kids grow up and live to their potential. And I know, it is what it is. I'm not tripping that they're gone, but saying something like this is true. And just going back to that moment, I just felt like I was so brash and hard, especially with our first loss with Huey. I always have the deep regret of not holding him and saying goodbye because I was so mad that he died,
Yeah.
And I know he was only like, 6.5 months or whatever. And he's, he's not fully really developed. He was fully developed.
He's just smaller.
Yeah. That shakes me to my core. Like, our second loss isn't as bad for me because I understood what was happening the second time.
Yeah, it wasn't.
But the first time, I just was trying to be too stoic, too
Well, you're just angry. You had
manly.
Different emotions.
It's not that you can't be manly. I just didn't know how to deal with it. And, in my life, I never had anyone to guide me with that.
I mean,
and it's weird because there's influencers on YouTube that I follow, and they're like, never cry in front of your woman. They're like, never cry in public, never da-da-da-da.
have they ever lost a child?
Yeah.
Exactly.
But I also struggle because I don't like to show this side of me publicly because I do believe that there's a stoicism I try to maintain. And I think it's okay to shed tears as a man. I don't think that's an issue. I just think there is like, you're supposed to be, I don't know. I still believe in that traditional manliness. And but that is something that I struggle with diving deep. I didn't even think this was going to, I showed you this just out of like, it's a good song. I've always liked this song from Whitney and then now Dolly. So I didn't expect you to hit it with that angle. And then I could have chose to close up and just listen to the song like I normally listen to it and be like, just be have fun, da-da-da. It's a great love song, da-da-da. But when I listened to the lyrics and took a moment to digest what was being said and then think of the loss.
Saying goodbye to him.
Yeah, that's what it did. So anyways, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing. I hate this shit.
It's not.
Yes, it is. For me, it is.
But it's not.
It is. I hate this. I don't like being
I
like
would
this.
think something would be wrong with you if you didn't feel this way about losing our first child.
I get it. I get it.
especially
I
our
just
son.
don't. The thing is, I do feel this way. I don't need to. I don't know. I don't like showing this side of me publicly. especially like now I'm the one who's like sitting here kind of shaking, and you're not, like, not that you should or shouldn't be. It just feels super odd, and it's mad embarrassing. Like, I'm just telling you how I feel. Like, you can't stop how I actually feel. I feel embarrassed right now. Like, I can do this alone. I can do this in front of you kind of sometimes. But this shit is just hard for me to deal with. Like, I don't know. It's just embarrassing. So, like, these type of reactions I don't even like putting out because I don't know. Like, I give these people everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they see everything. But I don't know. This is deeper.
Yeah.
So.
And I have to suppress that sometimes because if I like really go back and think about that, then I just get messed up in the head. So
it's funny because in this reaction I said, oh, it kind of traumatized you more than it traumatized me. But that's the problem is when I dive really deep into the darkness of it, see, you were still motherly during all of it. Yeah. Like, oh my God, my baby, da-da-da-da. And I was just so...
Well, I was the one who had to give birth. You had to watch all of that. You had to be there
Well,
for
what
me.
happened was I had to detach because I had to go to work the next day. You know, like I had to go
You
work.
You go to work the next day?
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you forget I was throwing concerts full time at that time. I always had to be engaged, and that was my biggest year.
Well,
that was
also
the biggest year at the time.
You were so upset. You were sick. You made yourself sick to your stomach because you were so upset. So you were dealing with that.
Well, what happened was I didn't want to be upset like this. And then by suppressing all of that, I physically just started throwing up. I was like, fuck. So. But again, you know, I don't know. I just didn't expect any of that. Also, now that we're talking about it, it's also because I blame myself because I'm not even going to say that part.
We don't need to get into
I'm not going to say that part, but there's just some, you know, decisions that, you know, I thought was the right route for us to go medically. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And, you know, sometimes I feel like, oh, that could have been part of the reason, you know, certain things happen. Yeah, I know.
But we're always going to blame ourselves just because we just do, because it's like, what else? Who else? You try to find someone to blame because you can't. Your mind can't wrap itself around it and understand it. So.
Yep. All right. Well, you guys, I want to flip y'all off. That's what that's how I handle this type. I'm just. Bye. Bye, Felicia.
Thank you for being some man. 40 years down the road, back again. FUQ, boy.